Hello everyone, welcome to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 and the sign of my brain not working. Because, so my little process. When it's going through the intro thing, I start the stream 6 minutes before the hour. I time the I time the message saying the music for when the music actually starts, and then when it gets to saying Roar and Claw, I change the desktop audio from intro music to general background, and I unmute the microphone, and then I click over to this screen. What my brain was going to do at first was I changed the desktop audio. I clicked unmute. My cursor went over towards stop streaming. I was like, that's not what I want to do. That's going to be happening in 3 hours' time. So yeah, that's where my brain's at. I think I had my best. I think just before I started the stream, I had my worst game of World of Warships ever. I was the second to last one to be sunk. I did huge amounts of damage. I came third place on our team. We lost, and I didn't sink a single other enemy ship. I spent most of it hassling 2 other battleships and nearly sinking both of them. And then I just got ganged up on because by the time I realised, like, why am I taking so much incoming fire? Oh, because there's only me and Destroyer left on our team, and all 4 of their battleships have targeted me. Yeah, I'm dead. Didn't manage to sink anything before I died. But, I spent most of it alive, and I was pretty sure that, if nothing else in World of Warships, I found out that my aim is really good. Really good on that. Because I see people taking shots at me, and the number of times they miss, like, I didn't think I was that good at this, but apparently I'm really good at, knowing how to lead a target and fire off salvos. Really niche skill that's not going to get used anywhere else, but hey. I've done next to nothing productive between the end of last stream and now. I did a tiny little bit in Hellpoint. I did my commissions in Genshin. I did my dailies in Arknights. I did a bit in Ghost of Tsushima. That's been pretty much it. And oh yeah, I went and looked up my initial curiosity was, does Marvel Spider-Man have a trophy based on finishing it on a certain difficulty level? And the answer is no. There's no difficulty-based achievements in Spider-Man. So it's like, okay, so if the game does get too bad for me on Spectacular, I can drop the difficulty and not be sacrificing anything. So there's that assurance for future streams of that. I also thought, well, because I'm looking up Marvel, why don't I also look up Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and, just for the hell of it, Avengers. So from doing this, I found out there's no difficulty-related trophies at all on Guardians of the Galaxy. And all 3 of those games are rated as 3 out of 10 difficulty on trophies, including Avengers. And they've just said that it's going to take between 50 and 100 hours to platinum Avengers. And it's got a separate trophy list for PS4 and PS5. So, bearing in mind that it's free with PS Plus Extra, guess what I'm downloading? I'm downloading the worst Marvel game in recent years. Just because it's a free game that I can get double platinum on. I have a problem with trophies. I have a bit of a problem with trophies in PS. Okay, but teeny bit of a problem with that. It's fine. It's not an issue that I've had since the release of the Xbox 360. Nah, it's definitely not an issue. Nah. At least. Oh yeah, I did do a bit of investigation as to if there were any other Double Fine remasters or games on PlayStation. Sadly, the only ones that have ever made it to PlayStation were Grim Fandango, Full Throttle, and Day of the Tentacle. So none of the other LucasArts adventure games ever made it to PlayStation, which sucks, because I would love to stream Monkey Island. Plus, at the same time, I have every single one of the Monkey Island games on PC. It just is waiting on me to be able to play them on PC and stream them, which requires me having a better PC, one that has better graphical capacity than being able to render them water in Minecraft. I mean, in fairness, it's a 6.5-year-old computer now, and it's had a CPU and a RAM update, but that's it. It really needs a new graphics card, but seeing as I'm going to be going to America fairly soon, that's no point. There's just no point in upgrading it. But yeah. So today we're doing Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We may well finish it, because we've got to do Mycroft's Pride DLC quests, cases I should say. I've done the first one. I don't know how many there are. I think there might be 3, maybe 4. And after that we're on M for Mystery DLC cases. And after that, we get to go finish the main storyline, and then that's it. Game complete. So there's a possibility we might finish that tonight, if not quite possibly next week. If we do finish it today, that's probably going to be a personal record. I've beaten 3 games on stream in one day. I think that's definitely a personal record if I manage that. Beating 2 in a day is already a record. And oh yes, in that instance, Detroit Become Human is now on the stream queue. I need to download that. I need to put a reminder for myself. Is now where Hellpoint used to be. So 4 PM BST on Saturday, there will be Detroit Become Human for about 3 hours or so, and then switching into Path of Exile Team Bondage. And I'm sure that any single time that people are going to use the DBH acronym for it, I'm going to say, what? I'm not playing Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, what? And then my brain immediately went Dragon Ball Hetalia, but those are 2 completely different things, and now my brain is just trying to think of a cross between Dragon Ball Z and Hetalia, and it's just kind of funny. And, Germany going Super Saiyan. I've not even watched Hetalia. I've only seen like a few screen clips from it, if that. Already my mind's racing with that, and it's kind of funny. But yeah. So that's the plan. As I've now managed to mention in Discord, Drunk Stream is planned for this Sunday. Well, yes, this Sunday directly after the Team Bondage stream. So that's gonna be fun. Because it's been a while since Fox and I have played Far Cry 5 together. But yeah. Anyway, that's all the announcements I can think of off the top of my head. So let's catch up some chat and dive in. Hello, welcome Sharky. Someone got banned. Yeah, the bot. I mean, in fairness, there were 4 suspicious accounts leaning in there, but that one was definitely suspicious. Definitely. When a channel has existed for just slightly over a year and has already thousands of followers, suspicious as fuck. So banned it. The other ones look more legitimate with the amount of time they've been on Twitch and followers they have, so I'm not quite sure. And I didn't really have time to bring up my list to compare. So I don't know what's going on with those. Hello, welcome DJ. A. Hello, welcome E. There's days I want to hit my head on a chainsaw whilst moving. Mood. Try to say yourself. Josie, hello and welcome. Your favourite bird has arrived. I was thinking about that, but I was like, what's my favourite kind of bird? It's like, I actually can't remember. Crows, maybe? I was about to say I haven't seen a crow for fucking ages, and I realised no, that's actually kind of true because I haven't been outside for ages. But then I realised I was putting too much thought into a joke that just was not going to really be well received. So, hello, welcome, Lydia. Lurks in the cave in a pile of blankets. Aww. Hope you get to you're able to sleep soon, Lydia. Even if it is to my soothing voice, as I berate John and laugh at Sherlock. CEO, massive fucking boomer, wants a meeting. Fine, yeah, but in person, this meeting will take a couple of days of just working. And he's convinced to use online because I'm not moving. I'm not risking it, and none of my camera workers want to risk it as well. Yeah. Yeah, just, no, agree that no one turns up. Or reschedule the meeting as an online one, and if he doesn't turn up, so, well, we turned up. Where were you? We rescheduled it to something that was more convenient for all of us so that we could actually do our jobs properly. And it's more convenient for us as workers. Oh well. You got your days when you're going to be gone September the 16th to 22nd. There. Thank you for letting me know. I hope whatever's happening, if it's positive, goes well. If it's negative, passes swiftly. Ban them all, Sharky says. I mean, you're free to. You're free to. If you see a suspicious account, Sharky, feel free to ban it. And that goes for all the mods. If you see a suspicious account, ban it. And it will either be one of three things. Either, yes, it's a suspicious account and stays banned. Two, in a very rare case, there'll be no one I'll be recognized and say, no, yeah, you can unban them. They're okay. Or thirdly, they're actually a real person. They'll put an unban request. Back at Tesco's, I'd rather go back to that hellhole. If you mean working, Tesco's wasn't that bad for me. There were better places I could have been working, but Tesco's wasn't all that bad. Especially for when I was like, what, 17? Yeah. I think I went back there when I was 23. Or somewhere around then. Yeah. Not sort of working, not at home to watch streams. Ugh. Yeah, God, no. Definitely don't. You took your T3 narcotics so you let her out of it. Time to ban. I don't see any difference, Sharky. I really don't see any difference in your behaviour. Mal, hello and welcome. Ban suspicious users. Gucci grabs the hammer. Time to ban that one. No, Sharky, I'm not sus. Super sus. That's pretty sus, but I can't ban them. Malk is sussy. If anything, I'm drussy. I prefer draddy, but if you're gonna use an ussy thing with me, I'm drussy. But yeah, no, moderators can't ban each other. Oh. No, because I don't like leaving the house. Putting me back in Tesco's is much better than right now because there's going to be a lot of people in Tesco's. Usually quiet for me. Then I hope that the 6 days or so passes by swiftly. I love the bongo dragon. You want a bongo shark? Yeah, you want to bong some cool glass art. I can put you in contact with the person who did that one. They charge $15. $15, and it does come animated like that. It also comes fairly large PNG wise, so you can put it wherever you like, whether you want it as an emote for Twitch, because I've got mine as a Twitch emote, put it as a little icon there like that, or, just have it as a GIF in Discord. I've got all three because I can. Not that $15. No, it's very, very good for $15. It's done by a very good friend of mine, relative of mine, actually. So, yeah. Screw if you're interested. Actually, while I think about it, there. Go give Scoo a follow. I'm pretty sure everyone here already follows Scoo. They are taking a week off of streaming at the moment, but they are still open for commissions. So by all means, go to their Ko-fi, go commission them to do a bongo art for you. You'll love the results. Oh, excuse me. Kane says hi. Hello, Kane. I'm going to get myself a seasonal job for little extras. I will. Hope you're up for it. Yeah, go for it. You just poke me whenever you want to know. That's it. Has everything caught up with? Time to flick over. You go with the DJ set, got all bad money from there, that don't want to work. Oh, for fuck's sake, Mal, I was just about to... Your timing. Bring that face back. Thank you, Lydia, for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge. Oh yeah, that's what I didn't mention earlier. And the VTuber Stream Challenge is ongoing. It's over halfway done as well. So play your cards right and spend your points wisely, and you might actually get that this week. Maybe next week. Who knows? Sherlock's in place. I'm gonna Sherlock you up. There's some calm soft music just supposed to play Malcrofield. Oh, God. Oh, it's even worse because I brushed my teeth before stream. Oh. Oh, my God. That tastes like a lava-coated, sulfur-encrusted shit straight from Satan's arse into my mouth. Oh. 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 Oh my God. Try and make some money monkey memories. Oh, we got bad memories from there. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Painful. Just point from this building, not everyone's baiting for fish, though.
Do you know anything about this? I'm glad you asked. The police know everything and help everyone.
You did not catch a word of that. It's something like a lava-coated, sulfur-encrusted shit straight from Satan's arse into my mouth. I think someone along those lines. Scaladio, Sherringford Road. Scaladio, of course, the big one. Where's Sherringford? It's right there, because I've already been there. Well, that's the building. New bookshop. Okay, so fishers out the front of it. Not everyone's looking to fish, though. Okay. Avid fisher. Pretending to fish.
Excuse me, just one question.
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Yes, well done on that carpet saw matter. If only you were always this eager to do good for the country. We have an odd predicament, my boy. I was contacted by an unsavoury character who had uncovered a rat in his rather illegitimate organisation. The rat is trying to flee the island on the ship Pietas, where the bag contains secrets worth more to our new colleague than the lives of everyone on board. He suggested that the crown ought to delicately apprehend this rat, or else he would take a more brute force approach. Needless to say, if we cannot apprehend him, the ship will not reach its destination, and thus, to save a dozen lives, we must work with a criminal. Find the man described below, locate his bag, take a photo of it, return to the spot where you received this letter, give the picture to the agent that is fishing, and then never speak of this matter again. They help everyone, yeah, right. That's why my ex-stalker not in prison help everyone my non-existent boobs. Oh god, he went to the self-burn there. A rat is masquerading as part of an expedition to the Arctic, sailing off on the Pietas ship more north of the harbour Milster building. All we know is they smoke a lot, booked passage on the expedition vessel as a substitute for one of the regular crew. Know that someone might be searching for them. Okay. So, north of the building. Find the man described road, locate his bag, take a photo of it. Okay. It's rather simple, you see, Ian or Jake. They help to an extent, is when it requires them to do their job. Smoke a lot, booked a passage as a substitute for queue, and know someone might be searching for them. Hi. Is this actually the ship? Oh. Oops. There's next to no one here. I mean, that's the Harbour Master building, so the north of it could be anything around here. I've just looked at the big ship over there. It's bad, but even Jack with one leg is better at police work. She's clumsy but surprisingly good at making drinks and doing tricks. I can believe it. That looks like him. Neither of those are smoking. Me drink as long as it's tea or squash. Those are fresh glowing sympathetic. Yeah, because that guy was the only one who was smoking. Oh, I just realised how it's clear he's pretending to fish. I think his reel's upside down.
Are you able to help me?
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's beyond my knowledge.
What?
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
That's on the boat case complete. So let's go back to the manor to grab another quest. So I presume that's not the last of them. Excuse me. Request from Mycroft. S. Your assistance has proven valuable, despite occasional missteps, but to truly master this craft, you need to continue to practice. Put aside what you're doing and pursue something new for me. A change is as good as a holiday, after all. My social circle supplies me with precious knowledge that protects Her Majesty and the Empire. Yet one of my acquaintances, Ursula Oni, has not been seen by anyone in 3 days. She is the chief archivist at the Cordona City Hall and must be found. The information she possesses could be fatal to the Empire's reputation. Indeed, successful completion on this task could do one as your own reputation, perhaps even help you step out of my shadow. Make the Empire proud. But that was it. No conversation, no accusations. Just take a picture and talk as he says a cookie cutter line. Yeah, that's what the instruction was. Take a photo of it, give the photo to the person that you got this assignment from, and then never speak of this matter again.
Mycroft and his errands. Pshaw.
Okay. So, Cordona City Hall, I think, is going to be my first step. That's not it. That's it.
Hello, Ma. I'm looking for the Chief Archivist, Ursula Oni. Where can I find her?
Miss O'Neill is away on official government business. My name is Meryl Levy, Deputy Chief Archivist. I am taking care of archival matters in her absence. How can I help you, Mr.
Holmes. I won't equivocate. I'm here to investigate Miss Oni's disappearance.
Her disappearance? But I told you that...
Yes, official government business. It's ironic, then, that the government knows nothing about it, don't you think?
Oh, so you're one of... them. Well, sir, I know that she had an assignment, but I'm not...
Oh, you're
privy
one
to any
of
details.
them.
You said that Miss Oni is away on official business. Were those her exact words to you?
Oh, no. She once mentioned she did some work for people in high places, so I guess I just assumed.
Yeah, if you don't look the part. Nope.
Is this the first time Miss
I
Oni
should have
has
just
been away
dressed
so long?
back into my normal
She travels
attire.
a lot.
Day one of those
Government-related
nights.
tasks, I believe. It's always confidential.
It's certainly a night.
Always on short notice. The alternative is that she simply went to visit her family on the Swahili coast. If that's the case, it would be quite a while before she returns.
Who would be so desperate to see relatives? I will have to inspect Miss Oni's office. There may be clues to her whereabouts among her personal effects. You must have a spare key.
Yes, but sir, there are rules. I cannot allow a stranger to rummage through my superior's possessions. What if she returns today?
She won't. If you like, we can notify the oafs at the police station and have them do the rummaging, but believe me, I'll be much more prudent. Furthermore, I will notice things they will not.
How do you mean?
Must we really waste the time? Fine.
Torn earlobe, earring was pulled out. Black ribbon in mourning. Groove bracelet made by a child. Scratch marks, recent injury. Tan line on finger, used to wear a ring. The Deputy Chief Archivist, Miss Meryl Levy, is an unassuming woman in her 30s, having recently lost her husband and left as the only breadwinner in the family. She is struggling to make ends meet. Unable to provide for her child, she has taken on a second job, presumably manual labour based on scratches on a torn earlobe. Or Deputy Chief Archivist Melville Levy is an assuming woman in her 30s, having recently lost her husband and left the only breadwinner in her family. She's struggling to raise a little child. The child is clearly distressed at the loss of his father and taking out on his frustrations with mud, judging by the scratches and torn earlobe. Working a second job.
The past month hasn't been kind to you, Mrs. Levy. With your husband gone, the life of a working single mother must be exhausting. But the prospect of not being able to provide for your child terrifies you. That's why you took a second job, though you're obviously not very skilled at it. I wonder what it is.
It's none of your business, sir. Nor are my hardships. Take the damn key and spare me your pity.
Well, you should have spared me your obstinance.
Enough. Go do what you can do for.
Oh my god, Sherlock. Right, wardrobe. Let's change Warlock. Warlock? Who the fuck is Warlock? Warlock. Civvies. It's the Scarlet Dildo again. Confidential sudden disappearances, and they say, and they work with people in paid pieces. Sound like mob-related business. And we see Sherlock is such a dick. Yeah, he can be. Warlock used to be a Sherlock. Work as Sherlock's cousin. Ah, let's go to the. You gotta imagine, you know, I've just changed an entire outfit in front of her.
Hello, safes, hiding all the juicy secrets.
Mycroft, not Mycroft. John, god damn it! Stop trying to break into things. You're an apparition. Where lock, there lock. Just so they need the rest of the time here. No problem at all, Blake. Hello and welcome. Got to see the lockstick. Oh god. Oh my god, that just makes me think of, oh god, someone using their dick to unlock a door. Frequently moved. I'll be lock pricking. Oh my god, Sharky! Lock pricking.
A box of bonbons. Miss Oni has a sweet tooth.
Perhaps a gift from her admirer. I wonder if the poor bloke knows she's missing.
Shut up, John. Yes, yes, you. I'm talking to you. What kind of porn are you watching, my goodness? In fairness, there's actually a bit at the start of a Bottom live show where Richie's trying to open a door, and he's like, I can't get it in. The hole's too small. Maybe it's the wrong hole. No, I'll try the other one. I'll try the other way up. No, that's not it. Perhaps, no, mate, it must be the wrong key. Oh no, wait, it's a sausage. Oh no, it's my knob. No wonder it was too small. Yeah. Eventually counts when you want to open a lock. Like you, Sharky, you make good puns. Yes, they do. Thank came for that one. Of course. Next time we're playing D&D, we'll have a lock dick and a lock pick. I pull my trousers down and make a sneak attack right around the person's face. I do 4d6 of surprise damage.
It's a death register from the last century. Interesting. What a vivid vermilion.
I made a wish for a skeleton key. The genie wasn't in a good mood.
She's proud of her roots.
That's not safe for work, man. Every door is a female to unlock. You must stick a dick in a fake one to urge them into unlocking it. Why am I not surprised? Juicy cummies. Oh, God. Letter from R. Have you seen today's front page? Someone caught wind of your business in Myers End. Those open graves are bound to be noticed eventually. I suggest you lay low for a while. I'll contact you again when the dust settles. R.
Solid gold. Looks like a family heirloom.
Today's front page, Myers End. So, Cardona. I don't need to go to Cardona News. News. News for the Muse. Yeah, Cardona Chronicle. I'm slowly learning my way around this fucking place. It's taken long enough. I've only nearly finished the game. I say that, but I still have to keep looking at the map all the freaking time. Right, period, recent. People, officials, section, districts Myers End. Commoners? Journalists? Deputies? Front page. That's it. The dear old blinking stim is back. Can't stop blinking till it feels right. He normally goes away on its own, but it's anxiety thing. Our body's clearly going through it. Ooh, shit. Sorry to hear that, Blake. Hope it passes by quickly. Grave robbing ghouls. Has society truly sunk so low? It seems we can no longer expect even the simplest decency from our peers, as a group of reprobates have ransacked the graves and tombs of the Cardona Cemetery. It should come as no surprise that the police has nothing to say on the matter, but while Cardona's fires fail to see the beyond their own noses, visitors to the cemetery see its ugliness and heart in the desecration of their kin. I'm certain. Shut up, John. Cardona Cemetery. Doesn't matter when. Yeah, I can imagine. So, Cardona Cemetery. I'm guessing we go to the Cardona Cemetery. And need to be disguised. Wow, don't need to be disguised as someone. Do need to ask people. But there's a lot of people in here who just don't like talking to me. Well, not a Sherlock, anyway. Unless there's a police officer around. Police seems like talking to me while I'm looking like this. He might know. Wardrobe. I need to look more like a miner or a worker. Works. I call him Kipper John. You treat them the same, so it makes sense. I don't smack John around and throw him around all the time. I do tell him to fuck off, though.
Help me, please.
Workers help each other. I'll guide you.
Colour clashing. Crypt by an olive tree. I was told that a crypt in an old olive tree had been recently broken into. I'll be able to identify it, but there are two broken gargoyles at its entrance. So glad it told me where the olive tree was gonna be. Ask you, man, don't get a lot of help with the police, I guess. No, but they do get from work. Hang on. No, they really don't. Ice cream is just frozen cum, isn't it? No. It's the result of a lengthy process that starts with cum, generally, yes. I used to live in Florida. What kind of ice cream have you been listening about, Mal? Or is that the trick that you used with Aki when she came over here? Filthy bastard. Florida man, Mount yeah. Okay, so it's not that one.
Wait, I remember this tree, Sherry. Take a photograph and I'll tell you a story.
I'm trying to.
We tried to imagine the lives of the dead based on their names and tombstones. I wrote about it in my diary.
We used to roam the cemetery, concocting interesting stories about the dead. Our life back then was more simpler, more adventurous, more magical. The crypts appealed to us and we tried to guess who was buried there. Someone rich, important, or old. We carved our initials in the tree so it would remember this place, so it would remember us. Thanks for distracting me from that, John. John's just like, less cool, ugly bow tie. Yeah, pretty much. Not even Florida, so I'm incredibly sorry for you. No, Mal's partner is, though. Fun shark fact. Great whites and threshers have same-sized babies, but threshers are smaller in body size. 1.5 metre babies. Great whites give 2 to 10 a litre, and they threshy 6 to 24 a litre. Ah, did not know that. 5 foot for people who, like me, can't convert metres to feet. There. Or isn't from Florida. Isn't she? I thought she was. I know, all America's essentially the same to me. AKA awful.
Do they have no qualms about robbing the dead?
It's so far from, but it's not Florida. Oh yeah, we won't say, yeah, we're not going to press you for details, but yeah, I honestly thought that they were at 1.58 meters. So you are so short, Sharky. You really are. I didn't realize just quite how short you were until I met you in person. Maybe as long as I am tall, I can imagine that, yeah. And the witches and shitty beer. Don't forget Mark Wahlberg. You know, he's from here too. I try to forget Mark Wahlberg at every opportunity I can. And I've also been to Salem on a visit. It was alright. But saying the land of shitty beer, that's just America. That sea creatures, the deep sea giants, are the hell of a thing. My god. Crypt has indeed been plundered. Body is 5'11". I'm still taller. Barely. Anglerfish are only the size of football. No, average female specimen is 7 foot long. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that everything I saw about the angelfish, I was like, oh yeah, it's just a small thing. And there's like, then I saw a picture, actually how big. It's like, oh fuck, it's not small. Why does this to me look like it's going to be a fighting arena? Next time come visit, we will have you over for sure. Yeah, but it's Massachusetts. I don't like Massachusetts.
Someone leant on this slab.
I am my rabbit is becoming you. I can confirm Sharky is very short.
All it takes is one precise strike.
But they are a threat to your ankles. Or your shins. So I don't like America, period. Nor do I. All as bad as each other as far as I'm concerned. This anglerfish are less than a foot long, but some can be up to 3.3 feet in length. The creature was found 1,600 feet deep in the ocean. It's an anglerfish distinguished by the rod protruding from its head that it uses to attract prey. Fish always sound tiny, but they aren't. They also don't have to worry. Gravity's taken to grow these massive lengths. True. Massachusetts is actually good if you know where to go. I went to a few places in Massachusetts. None of them were great. Well, Salem was good, but for different reasons. Well, the blue whale is so big. Face is a blue whale. No, wait, Sharky's face is a blue whale. I gotcha. Got him.
Blood drops from a small wound.
Best place to go in America is anywhere far away from Ohio to get the best chances of survival. Yeah, ideally out of the fucking country.
Traces of dirt from a shovel.
Back in Fujo wants to talk to a friend quick. No problem. Water carries extra oxygen than air does, so air breathing animals can be larger and those breathe very ill. Yeah. Okay, what the fuck is parent say? Bigger becoming in because. Oh. Well, sharks not large. Warm waters means less O2 in the water. Yeah, but sharks are also cute. Sharks don't say to be big. They got claspers. They're already blessed in ways. Oh god, don't say that, Mal. You're gonna get Sharky all horny, and they've just come from they've just gone through surgery. They don't want to be horny at this point in time. Someone's leaning against that. So yeah, probably. Hospitals are not penises, it's a misconception. They are modified portions of the fins to deliver sperm packets to females. There's something utterly hilarious about that visual. Hello, thumbnail. Oh, the anglerfish female sharks can carry those packets. Darky, why did you phrase it like that? Why did you phrase it like that? Here's a laser. Because now... Oh, God. Now I've just imagined Anthro shark females walking around with a garter belt just full of tied-up filled condoms. Thanks for that, Sharky. That's your fault I've got that mental image. Spider will ball up, come in a web and yeet into the female, which was weird. That's what I think. Slap, smack with shovel, and then, oh god, she's dead. That's pretty accurate. If you're not careful, Sharky, one of the things I'm going to draw is Priscilla with exactly that.
Miss Oni was here with an accomplice. Their argument led to a fight. That fight ended with a shovel to her head. No prizes for guessing where her body is.
Fine, I'll put it on the list. Bear with me. Ideas, sex references and ideas, drawing ideas. There you go, Sharky. You dared me to. It's now on the list. That's why we've been so sticky and slows people down EDF. Aww. Callie, hello and welcome. Thank you for the hydration, remember. Kane wants to know if you've heard the word conflation. Oh, yes. That's what we did to our teacher Priscilla. Pretty sure Rips did the same thing to Trip. Frequently. This is true. Oh, this isn't fun.
This earring was torn out by force. The fight must have been fierce.
It's the deputy! It's her earring that's been torn out! Ha ha ha! Ha 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 ha! Got it with one piece of evidence.
The blow killed her instantly.
Damn, Miss Sony's looking good for someone who got fucking smashed in the face with a shovel, I know, right? Hughes.
There's dried blood under her fingernails. The murderers. Buried with her precious treasures like an Egyptian pharaoh. Official government business, eh?
Even Sherlock knows it. Thank God she was being annoying, you wouldn't have noticed the earring. Oh look, I knew it was going to be a fight! I said, didn't I? I said this looked like it was going to be a fight arena. It's almost like I know how the fight arenas are looked and stylized.
No more crime for you until next month.
Yes. Oh, it's fine. Oh, it's not fine. Oh, in the dick.
Don't cry, you'll live.
The snuff's ready.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Take a rest, my friend.
Jesus. God doesn't go just
No more
circumcise them
crime
with
for you.
the bomb on their belt. Yep.
I will end you.
Jesus.
We can overcome the brute now.
I'm coming.
Pardon me. Oh, oh, oh.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I couldn't miss the party.
Take a rest, my friend. No more crime for you until next month.
Ow. Ow. Oh god. Oh god.
I'm gonna hurt you.
The snuff's ready.
Don't bother moving.
Give him the pepper snuff.
No more crime for you and
The snuff's ready.
I'm sorry we didn't see this version of Sherlock in the Benedict adaptation. If you want a recent media adaptation of Sherlock that shows his skill in fighting, watch the movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Jude Law. That's really good, and it shows just exactly how good he is in martial arts. That's the wrong one. Fast travel to the wrong place.
Mrs. Levy, what a
Hey, Milky.
fortuitous coincidence. Let me guess. Leaving on official government
Hi, Cassie.
business?
No, I need to take care of some urgent family matters. So if you'll excuse me.
I will not. See, I found something of yours, and I thought it only gentlemanly to return it. Your earring. And
Your turn on the
that was not the
Xbox.
only thing I unearthed. You'll
Glad
be
he said it's
pleased to
your
know
turn
that
on the
your
Xbox.
grave robbers
Okay.
have removed Miss Oni from where you left her.
Sir, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I'm not the cold-blooded killer you think I am. Please let me explain.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
This should be good.
It was Ursula's endeavor, all along. She needed the money to sustain her lifestyle. When she asked if I'd join her, how could I refuse? My husband died. Bartosz. I had to make ends meet. I had to provide for my boy. Before long, my conscience got the better of me. I wanted to stop,
Why the
but
fuck do
Ursula wouldn't let me.
That is no
lips move like
excuse
that,
for
you
murder.
know,
You could have come
because
clean
he's
and
blowing what
reported
you
her
have
to the
called.
authorities.
It wasn't murder. It was self-defense. She threatened to take my son away from me. Said she'd make sure he ends up in an orphanage. And then she hit me. And I let my instincts take over. I had to protect my family.
She slapped you. She slapped you. You took up a serrated shovel and smacked her in the face. That's not self-defense. But yeah, the thing that I always say with Frogwares is that they're amazing writers. They can really, really write very well. The game, you know, their game's graphic fidelity and the way that it plays is not always up to par, I'm afraid. But really good. Can't let you go.
That's a moving story, Mrs. Levy. When you tell it in court, perhaps it will mitigate your sentence.
I'm begging you, Mr. Holmes. At least allow me to see my son one last time. My Mikhail, he won't...
I'm afraid that's up to the police. Let's go.
Sony is dead. She was involved in the shady grave conspiracy and murdered by her accomplice, Meryl Levy. I found it at the Calcutta police. Alright, so I must simply return home and post the stuff to Mycroft. Fair? Oh, no, that's not well. Yeah, she threatened to take a kid away, apparently. Hell, I just slap her in the face with a shovel because it was a shovel there. That's a bit extreme. Threaten to take your kid away. You know, not really something you kill people over. Yeah, just a slap, yeah, fair. Heat of the moment. But then responding with grabbing a shovel and killing someone. The other quick on CEO? Oh, Jesus. No stuff, never give Mal a shovel. In fairness, he's a peasant. If you give him a shovel, he'll usually shovel some shit with it, because he doesn't know what else to do, because he's a peasant. Gone girl. Case complete. Report sent. Shove as many uses, my good friend. The no seems reasonable to me, says the lawyer. I think that's all of them. I think that's actually all of the Mycroft cases. Let me just double check. Let me double check that's not the... Oh, wait, no. No, that's the main quest. Let me just double check that there's nothing more to Mycroft's Pride. And if there isn't, we can go on to the last DLC. Guide. Okay. I mean, it's extreme. I won't deny that speaking serious for a moment, but... Oh, Parenthood is a hell of a drug, and people have done worse for less reasons. Yeah, wouldn't excuse it, though. Well, at least not in my opinion. Okay, not saying I don't, just saying I don't trust you with one, Mal. In fairness, if you gave Mal a shovel, he's more likely to drop on his own foot. Perfectly trustworthy, as in real life, I'm a chicken shit coward. Yeah, true. And there's nothing wrong with that. So good news, CEO comments, and quite quickly it said, yes, you can have online meeting. Bad news, but only it's a work office, and apparently it's a big meeting. It's going to take a couple of days. Chainsaw is on the list. It's like, and thank you for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge. The Jersey and Blade maybe, but you and your shovel ideology scares me. Oh, we found Cass's weakness. Micro cases. No, that's not it. DLC cases. All the way down to the bottom. There we go. Hidden coins. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Okay. Oh right, no, there is another Mycroft case inside the inside here. Your weakness? Yeah, man with a shovel. It's weird how all these meetings that businesses were adamant you had to be there for could actually have just been an email. Quarantine proof that. But Marcus previously on how much like the other head bitches and 2 gay. Resident Evil says much, yeah, a little bit. Especially now it's all been decorated. Mark, hello and welcome. Examining a book with slots for coins and Mycroft's letter lying on the table in a room with a fireplace on the 2nd floor. So in here then. Aha!
This book, where I kept my collection of coins, it used to be bigger.
Letter from Mycroft. Little brother, you claimed that you were bored and wanted to play a game. Well, I've created one that should hold your attention, as well as teach you a thing or two about the world. I borrowed some of your precious coin collection and hid each one in a discreet place around the island. You have noticed the symbol drawn on this letter and the attached map. Your mission to search the map locations for the same symbol. Near each, you will find a metal tube that contains a hint to help you recover one of your coins. If you're able to retrieve them all, come tell me what you have learned. I'm eager to see how fast you can solve my little puzzles. Mycroft. Oh dear.
Oh, no. We won't let this stand, right, Sherry? I want to find my coins.
It's going to be difficult. The sands of time, you know? Some things may have changed, but you're right. We can't let Mycroft win.
Once it's joining the streams, this is very true. If see me, I think I would melt. A trait that you share with Josie, by the sounds of it. Also, we're desperate right now. If they're desperate, they won't care if I'm in naked BDSM uniform and have porn in the background to piss off the neighbours. Do it. Do it. Coin collection. Mycroft hid part of my collection of unique coins across the island. This collection was started by my father and later expanded by me. My brother claimed that searching for them would be an educational experience, both educational and fun. Unfortunately, I only managed to find a few of them before leaving Cordona for good, and the remaining coins are scattered around the island, and I now remember how angry I was about that. Mycroft left a map with locations. Each location he had a clue with further directions. To find a clue, it should look down the same symbol as drawn on the letter. I really don't want to be doing a collectible hunt. And according to this, that is actually the end of the quests. Why? I don't get why. But this but they might have issues paying you a bit extra. But I just didn't quite catch that mount. He said that if a girl perceived you, you would melt. So just like Josie. But not if a woman perceived you, I believe they said. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. I like the way you think. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to go and find 10 coins? And that is all I can see that the quest is. Going finding 10 hidden coins. Just because Mycroft's being a dick. Joe's not nearly as bad as I am. Oh Christ! I mean, you just have to have a whip of a girl actually whoever. You just have to have a whip of someone that Josie perceives as cute, and they go in instant flirt mode. If you have a map where the coins are, it won't be too bad. Yeah, but here's what the thing is. I have to go there, I then get a clue, I then have to try and find out from the clue where the coin is. Oh yeah, can it be a breath? I just see a girl and I panic. I don't think I've ever seen in them go into brat mode when they find someone they want to flirt with. So yeah, so the last case is basically we go there, we get given a clue, we have to use that clue to find out where the coin is. Jesus can flirt like a predator if you go then. Although, it's safe like that. I'm going to put it to a poll. Would help if I spelled coins correctly. There we go, 2-minute poll up. Shall we hunt the coins, yes or no? If I'm not doing the collecting, what's the plan? There's still one more DLC left. There's a DLC called M for Murder, which... like, there. Takes me to specific points, and I have to do something there. And I'm very certain it's going to be introducing Moriarty. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go and finish the game, because that's the last DLC. Got 3 votes for just one. Just the one. Got 2 votes for yes already. I honestly thought this was going to be one of those unanimous votes. Meaning our system. 1 account, 1 vote. I would have thought the people would have at least tried to equalise the votes so that I'd have to pick. Or flip a coin. Unfair? No, not unfair at all. Because from what I know of you three, you'd all vote the same thing. Switch for you. I mean, you can make separate accounts. It's just, I'm fairly certain that Blake has voiced that they wouldn't really be able to go through with all that. It's too much effort. I don't blame them. I'm telling you, we would. Pause much. Four votes say to skip hunting the coins. Okay, so what I will do. Here's what I'll do. To appease both parties, we are going to skip hunting the coins on stream. However, I will make a YouTube video of me going and doing the coins. How's that? How's that sound? I'll do the coins on a YouTube video and I'll skip the coins on stream. Cross promotion was rad. Cross promotion. This one there. There's a couple of M places. I see 2. I thought I saw a 3rd one when I first installed the DLC. Huh? Then Jones Aria are going to be streaming the Mortuary Assistant Thursday night while so many things go well. Nice. I've watched all of it. All 5 endings. Seems okay. But, I don't know. From what I saw of the original demo of it versus what it is, not the same. it's completely lost what the original was, what it was originally going for, and it's just, man, it doesn't grab me anymore. Yeah, promoting your YouTube thing with subscribe, I don't know. There's going to be changes coming to my YouTube. Nothing specific that I can say right now, but there's potentially going to be changes coming to my YouTube. Have fun with the DLC, so you will give my well wishes to Blake and Josie. I mean, we were doing DLC anyway, but yeah, this is the last bit of the DLC, then we get to finish the game afterwards. Check we're making new accounts the last time that happened, a pack that happens, you delete the account. Holy fair. Holy fair. Yeah, the only M's that I can see is there's the one outside the Harbour Masters building, and there's one here near the Harbour Watchtower. Well, might as well just go for this one then. Let's be ouchie. Ooh, sorry to hear that, Cass. Hope it passes swiftly. As swiftly as possible, anyway. I'm standing on the M. Essentially. Ah, you.
Sherlock Holmes, your brother Mycroft sent his regards.
Oh, how touching. Perhaps one day he'll do it in person.
Look, I just tell you what they tell me.
And you've done it admirably. Good show. I'm confident that with a bit of effort, one day you might even send regards to the king himself. Goodbye.
Wait, no. I haven't told you yet.
Of course, let me guess. Mission urgent, fate of the nation, etc. Mycroft busy with his tea parties, is he?
Right. So, one of our agents has been involved in an accident and can't send us the confidential document she's obtained. We need you to go and ensure the job is completed. So, yes, urgent mission, fate of the nation.
So, Mycroft needs another errand boy.
I feel something
And
I'm trying to face it. It was just headache.
Too incompetent? Oh, don't give me that look.
Whatever it is, I hope the
Go
ouchie
and
passes
check on your
swiftly.
agent. Send Mycroft my regards.
The details are in this note, Mr. Holmes. If I were you, I'd start to take this more seriously. Lives are at stake.
Note from the agent. Mycroft's agents got into an accident at the intersections of Baskerville Street and Reed Street in northwestern Scaladio. Find her and collect the package of documents she has obtained. Afterwards, pass it to the agent waiting on the square in front of the city hall. The man's afraid of fire. You'll see it on his face. Okay, Baskerville Street and Reed Street.
Nothing ever changes.
Baskerville Street and Reed Street. So Baskerville's up here. Right here, then.
I'm pulled back and forth between my brothers playing all their silly games.
Hey, at least mine are fun.
Shush, John.
Sir, what do you think you're doing?
Officer,
Oh, I know you. You're the clever chap that cracked that Palazzo del Luzzo case, eh?
presuming there has not been another murder since, then yes, it is I. I'm here to investigate the accident. You don't mind if I examine the scene?
You're too late. Case closed. It was no accident. The rickshaw driver deliberately ran that poor woman over, and I'm taking him into custody.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then my examination of the scene can hardly interfere with your brilliant work, Officer
Huxley. Well, if you want to play detective, go ahead. But stay away from my business, all right?
It takes two to tango. I'll find a use for it.
Yoink! Sherlock, that's evidence! Don't care. Mine now.
This pendant looks like it may contain something. Let's see.
A blank note.
An impact to the back of the head caused severe damage. Her death was probably instant.
Cordona's true horror revealed. Behold, the killer curb.
John, I will put you in the dildo outfit again.
The dress looks generally neat and tidy. Any staining must have been from the accident. Cleaning the houses of rich men by day and preserving England's secrets by night.
My friend, you know you're in trouble, right? But all this can go away for a small fee.
Oh, damn crooked cops. Come on, concentrate, so we can stop him before he arrests the driver.
No such thing as coincidence. Well, the to truth something essentially, so it's easy for the bosses to blackmail the ritual driver accused of murder. John can't stand the injustice, so he just intervene. So we need to concentrate to find out what really happened. Chemical analysis. Simon Pat's Iris texted me. No problem at all. Welcome back, Josie. The performance bit say I don't know how to help. Honestly, from a distance, reassure. Reassurance is all you can do. Okay. So this one's easy. So this one... we double. So you're done. 3. At the very least, we can plus, then swap to a negative. You're done. The 1, on the other hand... oh, I know how we can do that. Half minus 1, and then 2 combiners, and then we're done. Combine you and you. Combine you and combine you, and then. Boom. Chinese dinner and all that grease probably didn't help things. Yeah. Yeah, if your stomach's already feeling a bit iffy, Chinese will not help. Here in invisible ink, the note contains an address: Northwestern Scladio, the crossing of Reichenbach Street and Husetten Street. Look for the bird sign. Bird sign. Reichenbach and... Reichenbach on what? Hudsonetti. That one, so it's right there. Got to see Cassie admitting to being bottom. I'll be bullying her for that later. I mean, in fairness, when Cass was saying about Melty and if a girl perceives her, I did say that you were very similar, Josie. That's insane.
I didn't see her, I swear. She came out of nowhere. I heard someone collide with my cart, and when I turned around, she was lying there dead.
Hmm. Cass went so face to me, she's far less dominant though, has way less self-control. That's not what you told me about about her. Okay, look at the bird sign. Bird sign. bird
We
sign.
have a large assortment and pleasant prices.
That's not a bird sign. That's a sewing machine. Wrong man's allowed. Nah, never. You have to be correct 100% of the time. All the time. Where the fuck is this bird sign?
Oh, Sherry, leaving that rickshaw driver in that mess without even trying to help him.
I have no time to play hero, John. If not him, that officer would find another scapegoat.
And you could have saved him too, Sherry.
I'm sorry, I thought that my going to actually solve this and find more information was going to do it. Shut the fuck up, John. You know what? Get in your dildo outfit. The bird sign. Yeah, you just think about what you've done, you dildo.
One bed, one table, and one horrible scent of decay which someone tried to cover with perfume. A typical safe house for my cross spies.
Did I just get a message on my phone?
A brand new model.
What's that? Has that just come through? Yes, it has. Marvel's Avengers is now ready to play. That's what it was. And she's to say the sure, but she's still a bottom who pretends she can top. There's some other people I know.
Must say, perfectly maintained. She took good care of it.
She's super easy flustered. Yeah. Reminds me of some other people I know.
The documents may have been stowed in here, but they're gone now.
But
Whoever broke in clearly does not appreciate lockpicks. Being a secret agent isn't
yes,
easy.
Blaker. Not gonna name names.
Reminds me of the mess in your room, John.
Wow.
Fake passports. I guess nothing is a crime if you're working for the Crown. I've always wanted to try something new.
Agent 221B mustache. Oh no. Find a secret stash. Make them blush, it'd be fun. Common 221B, right? Yep. 221B Baker Street. And also, the first case of this has you in a hotel and you get given room 221B. I didn't equip it. That's probably for the best. That's probably definitely for the best. Someone broke in.
The wax is still warm.
I was more thinking I was going to be looking at the glass shards, but sure.
Primitive, but efficient at breaking windows. A brute force intrusion rather than a stealthy sneak-in.
Lots of material callbacks.
Unprofessional. Someone was in a hurry. Mycroft's documents were stolen. The thief entered through the broken window not long ago.
What are we waiting for? Let's search the backyard and track him down.
Thank you, DJ, for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge. Sharp venous blood.
They were in such a hurry that they cut themselves.
Sorry, what the fuck is John wearing? His dildo outfit. Not coagulated, fresh.
They injured themselves pretty seriously.
His what? Dildo outfit. Makes him look like a walking satin red dildo. Markings against the wall.
Look at the amount of blood. Does it mean they were waiting here for something?
The police patrol schedule sends officers along here regularly. Our thief wasn't waiting. They were hiding.
John's been naughty, so he's been relegated to going in his dildo outfit. Zombie's close to scarred half.
The blood trail stops here. They must have finally bandaged the wound.
Just not thought I can't have you more say shit like that. Pretty amazing. Q, hello and welcome.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Oh, men are always in a hurry, and women always pay the consequences.
The thief must be somewhere around here. I can almost smell him.
Piece of advice. Next time you try to steal from an agent of the United Kingdom, don't leave a trail of blood behind you. Try using a lockpick.
So it seems this is it. You found me. And now I have no choice. No choice at all. He told me to give you this letter.
So where are the documents, and who is he?
Huh. Piece of advice. When someone tells you to mind your own business, listen.
Oh, Sherry. What horror could he have been facing that suicide was the better option?
It's a grim augury indeed. There's something bigger brewing, John. We should inspect the poor man for any leads.
It's definitely Moriarty. This is definitely Moriarty's doing.
He managed to bandage the wound properly. A strange act of self-preservation for a man on his way to suicide. Expensive clothes. Pretty worn out, though. A family insignia. Typical nobleman fashion. Old and made of silver. Not expensive, but might be an heirloom.
Take a photo of this poor bugger. Better to give Mycroft something rather than nothing.
I suppose it may help in understanding the situation.
Photo finish. Letter from M. Shall not find years such in 227. Note from the agent. Mycroft's agent got into an accident at the intersection of the agent. Waiting on the square in front of City Hall is manifest. You'll see it. If my documents on the display, the way he clumsily broke into the safe house suggests he was not a professional. It's unlikely he could have found out about the secret documents in the safe house on his own. He's a pawn on someone's board that someone had just put me in check. The thief probably passed the documents to this M, who continues to evade discovery. It seems he wanted to leave me just one clue, a note of invitation. Took a photo of the thief so Mycroft's agents could perhaps help clarify the situation. Okay. Waiting on the square in the front of City Hall. As a prayer of fire, you'll see it on his face. Okay, so City Hall we need to go to. Someone here who is afraid of fire. Is it him? Afraid of heights? Lovely. Avid believer. Can you observe him, please, Sherlock?
Is this familiar to you?
My dear fellow, you're talking to the right man.
Documents are gone, the thief is dead, and all I have to know from this M. Maybe John was right and the rickshaw accident was a setup. If it was, the person behind it's played us all. And yet, rather than despair, I feel alive. There's someone out there, someone like me, someone at my level, and I gladly accept the challenge. Yep, it's Moriarty.
That's a terrible blow for the office. I'd better pass on your report immediately. Thank you for your service.
The accident doesn't look so accidental anymore, does it?
I think you might be right, John. I feel like someone is leading us by the nose. First time I've encountered such a devious mind.
I suspect not the last.
So I can go, yep. Got the other M there. I don't think there's any more M's around here, but I have the feeling that after I do this next one, more will open up. Do a heckin' do a heckin' do the heckin' difficult this place is to navigate around. That's a moth. Saw them moving out the corner of my eye. I wondered what it was. Looked over. There's a moth flying around.
Mr. Holmes, your brother sent me.
Oh, terrific. Let me guess. A mission of global importance, a nation...
So many M's. What was up with it? Like throwing M&Ms at people.
I see the Holmes demeanour is genetic. Well then, this island is home to a seemingly innocuous astronomy professor named Jacob Haring. In high society, though, he's rather more infamous. He possesses a collection of scandalous materials that could compromise almost every aristocrat in Britain. And Haring recently got his hands on information that would expose one of our men. He agreed to return it, so long as he was paid a visit by a Holmes.
And Mycroft was too busy watching the crown jewels? Fine. I'll visit Mr. Haring the moment I can spare the time.
Just wait. The man is a loner, but a cunning one. This invitation implies he has something in mind for you, so be careful. And remember, I was never here.
The clockwork extortion. Wow, but true. Yeah, pretty much. Mycroft tasked me with the retrieval of compromising information on one of his men from a local astronomy professor, Jacob Haring. He lives in a large mansion with a fountain near the east end of Bonanza Street in Grand Surrey. Jacob has built a reputation as a very influential man, but few know that it is because of the substantial collection of blackmail material he uses to coerce high society. Mycroft's agent says the professor is a loner and very cunning type, so I must be careful. Okay. Large mansion with a fountain, east end of Bonanza Street, Grand Surrey. Grand Surrey is down here, isn't it? East ends of Bonanza Street. Bonanza. This is the east end of it, so it's probably about there. There's been switching in and out to the front of a bit since I left work. Is it this? It can't be this one because I can't get to the door. So yeah, that thing about me saying that it looks like they've fixed Sherlock's run animation. No, they clearly have not. Oh, it's a large mountain with a fountain. Large mountain? Mansion. Large mountain. Can't be there. It's not letting me in there. Oh, I could be in here. Haring's Manor. Yep, this is it. Oh!
Boom, Sherry. I found a corpse. Don't you think it's strange we always end up in situations like this?
Seek, and ye shall find. John, do you know any songbirds?
Little bird Satan.
I don't know, partridges, birds of paradise, chickens. Okay, I might just be hungry.
Jon, you are as useful as a chocolate teapot.
It would not be easy to cut this hat in two. Whoever is responsible is a master of their craft. Pheasant feathers. They're rare here. His hand is clinging to his chest, but he has no stab or gunshot wounds. Judging by his expression, a painful and unexpected death. Pattern 1796 light cavalry.
Chocolate teapot's useful. Okay, chocolate fire guard then.
He died of natural causes, but something doesn't add up. So, the victim is Professor Jacob Haring himself. That's no great surprise. London Fencing Club, 1876.
So whoever took this guy down didn't account for him to being a master swordsman. Medical notes. Medical report for fencing competition. Name Jacob Haring, sex male, age 52. To whom it may concern, patient Jacob Haring has completed his physical and is in perfect health to participate in the fencing competition at the London Fencing Club. Guy regards, Dr. Wagner Bush, April 2, 1880.
Completely healthy and ready to take part in the fencing competition. A man with a plan. Admittedly, not a great plan if you write on paper exactly when you will do your illegal business, but a plan nonetheless.
Professor's daily schedule. Day schedule. 6 a.m. Wake up. 6:05 a.m. Morning constitutional. 6:45 a.m. Morning ablutions. 7 a.m. Breakfast. 8 a.m. Walk on the quay. 9 a.m. Collect mail from the post office. 10 a.m. Work on the science article. 12:30 p.m. The serious speed lunch and tea. 2 p.m. Answering letters. 3:30 p.m. Check my precious collection. 4 p.m. Repair the clock. 5 p.m. Evening repast. 6 p.m. Exercise. 7 p.m. Walk along the quay. 8 p.m. Reading. 9 p.m. Prepare for sleep.
Stamped with Mr. Haring's personal seal.
Dead body. Best sleep schedule I have. Same.
This was opened carefully.
It's broken into then.
One presumes that empty safes are not some hip new trend.
God damn it, Sherlock.
A safe behind a painting. Classic. If you had an enormous collection of blackmail material, where would you keep it?
Oh, nice try, Sherry. But I ain't telling you nothing.
Old, but still deadly. 2 sabres used to be mounted here.
That one's fucking down there. Ah, he said about repairing the clock.
The clock's hands aren't moving.
No, but it is at later than he said he was going to, unless it's, the beginning. Oh, John. Yeah, the time on there indicates he hadn't fixed the clock yet, so he wasn't dealing with it.
Mr. Herring was not one to deviate from his plans, and yet, on this day, he only managed to answer his mail and never did get to repair the clock. The visitor knew his schedule. They entered the house between 3:30 and 4 p.m. That's exactly when Herring would be checking his blackmail collection. When Jacob saw the intruder, his fencing reflexes kicked in. He lunged left to the sabers, wrenched one off the wall, and attacked the visitor. But in the middle of the assault, Mr. Herring is struck by a heart attack, and the professor only manages to cut off the hat of the intruder. The visitor stole Herring's entire blackmail collection and wrote a message on the blackboard.
Before we go chasing the intruder, should we try to confirm the cause of the professor's death? I'd hate for him to be a red herring.
A red herring? Clergy, John, because that joke was sinful. And Josie, thank you for the hydration reminder, the stretch reminder, and I'm going to do some push-ups. Thank you, DJ, for the additional hydration reminder. Self-care time, not on stream. Twitch would ban me if I did. Oh, God. Thousand heard all the bones around the back of my neck pop with that. Oh, that was needed. Thank you, Hydrate. Thank you. I almost said thank you, Hydration, for the E. Thank you, E, for the further hydration reminder. I can go do those push-ups. I return. He is good, not as good a girl as Jack, but he is still good. Ouch. A notification on Discord. different ways. No people can be thirsty on me, but so am I taken. It seems like it doesn't need to search this house for more clothes, perhaps it will seal itself. Okay.
His hand is clinging to his chest, but he has no stab or gunshot
This
wounds.
parch seems to have more than enough to drink.
Another day, another death. Do you think we're just lucky?
My army of willing bottoms.
Half empty, or for John, half full. A strong, rotten smell. Uncharacteristic for tea. Totally empty. Even John couldn't argue with that.
Tea from Pennington's teapot. Ah. I wonder if this Kate the same as in the first episode of the Benedict Cumberbatch Sherlock Holmes with the sitting down with the pill bottles. Right. So what are we looking for? Okay, so if we do this and this, but if we switch you to a minus and then do a combiner of you and you, we have the -7 done. Okay, so we just need the 5. Could double a -1 on that, actually. Take that. Double and minus. Hop, hop. That's 5 and 7. Combiner here for -7 and 5. Another one, double and -1. Double. -1. Double to 8, -1 to 7. It is positive, so it's 5 -7, 7. Okie dokie, and we need one more combiner. So you go to there, and you to there, and then to there. Confirm.
Digitalis is usually used to cure heart disease, but every drug is a poison if you get the dosage wrong. Or right, if that's your goal.
Looking on still sign on the side. He wears a stylish hat with red ribbon and pheasant feathers. These sold professors in collection of blackmail materials. I need to go to an archive and collate that for a person. Suppose I could find that on in the police station if I could get a description. If I could use that as a description, I think I could. Subjects. No, that's not really going to do it. That's not really going to get me. City Hall, maybe? There we go. He's in his sinful attire now. So he's an official with, you know, with that. Period, British, registry, occupation. No. Maybe he's a citizen. Other? I don't know then. No, I'm gonna have to look at a guide because that is so fucking vague. That's a really shitty website. Not the bridge agent, though. What's it called? The Clockwork Extortion. Oh, this is not going well. Looks like we're gonna have to go and look for a guide on YouTube of all things. Oh, good. He actually goes. He goes to this case first. Okay, that's okay. Then. It's the police office. Okay. Crime suspects. Property crime suspects impound. Okay. I do not know how the fuck. Oh, I see, yeah. Property crime for the collection of blackmail materials. Suspect, because it's the suspect, and the impound. God, that was obscure. That was really obscure. I told you to pause! Jesus Christ, mobile YouTube is so fucking shit. I mean, YouTube is so fucking shit in its general, but still, that's quite a fucking one. Crimes, suspects, impounds. Reports on the Robbins Gang, 1878. A woman reported loud noise and screams in Grand Surrey. When the police arrived at the place, they were instantly ambushed and a shootout began. There were no casualties on either side, but most of the suspects managed to escape. The officers succeeded in arresting only 2 gang members, Sig Parity and Harry Trelawney, both the sons of local noblemen. During the interrogation, Parity and Trelawney confessed that they are associated with Robbins Gang. The Robbins are rumoured to engage in blackmail, robbery and illegal bookmaking, but remained elusive for a long time. The gang members tend to distinguish themselves by wearing bright red waistcoats. And hats with red ribbons and bird feathers. They often emblazon their crime scenes with a reference to little birds singing, presumably to deter them would be informants from betraying them. The leader calls himself Lucky Joe, but his true identity remains unconfirmed. The detained gang members have revealed their location of their hideouts. It's in Grand Surrey, west from the intersection of Vernay Street and LeBlanc Road, requesting approval to raid the hideout.
Seems like we have fun neighbours, eh, Sherry?
We should introduce ourselves.
Okay, so we need to go to Grand Surrey, Vernay Street and LeBlanc Road. Vernay Street and LeBlanc Road. Well, there's LeBlanc Road, so it's right about there then. That's definitely not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence at all. It wasn't a member of the Robbins gang that has done this, but Moriarty is pointing me to this. Or possibly is. Anyway. Let's see. West from the intersection of Vernay Street and LeBlanc Road. It's around about where I put the icon on. Intentionally. Oh wait, no, west from there. I forgot my east and my west. The strange thing is that I remember port and starboard better than I do east and west. I'm not a sailor. I don't even like... There we are. I don't really like using boats or boating because open water, no thanks.
He doesn't have an invitation to the club.
Get him, boys.
Then a PC just full died with no boom anymore. Oh shit! I'm sorry to hear that, Q. Oh fuck. It's never good.
I'm coming. I couldn't miss the party.
Don't cry, you'll live. Take a rest, my friend.
I'll put you 6 feet under.
No
We're
more.
here by
Give him
Minecraft
the
rip-off
pepper
flash
snuff.
game we used to play. Thanks for with a piece up to the face. Something I'm familiar with.
We can overcome the brute now.
Or high res with buttons or something.
Take a rest.
The snuff's ready.
I mean, if it's not turning on at all,
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
like it refuses to load up, it might
He's all yours now. Go for it.
it might benefit from oh, shit. It might benefit from just being turned off for a little
No
while.
more crime for you until next month.
Like a piece of the Zarya's thing. I generally am. It was, for a while, it was going to be my chosen career. Because I run. No problem at all, Josie. Thanks for coming in as long as you did. I'll see you later. Hope you feel better soon. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Really?
Time to knock this guy out.
Stu, hello and welcome.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Don't cry, you'll live.
He's all yours now. Go for it.
Just gonna have to pray because I sure can't afford
No
one.
more crime for you until
Yeah.
next month.
Hopefully, if you have it completely turned off and leave it until the morning, it might turn on again. It might just be a bit
I
iffy.
give up. Take me into custody. You have nothing on me anyway. So I'll walk out the station right after you do.
Thank you, Scoop, for the 2 dog bits. Very generous of you. I can speak in the interrogation room.
Excellent job catching this crook, sir. His name is Lucky Joe, and as it happens, someone with influence was after him too. You did them a favour.
I just solved the mystery, officer. If a criminal appears in my path, it merely affirms my deductions are sound.
Either way, you'll be pleased to know that an anonymous tip has fingered Lucky Joe as being involved in the murder of a famous professor. We have photographs and witness statements. Not so Lucky Joe is headed straight to the gallows. Someone served him to us on a silver platter.
Interesting. Well, as a vital ally in the arrest of a wanted murderer,
Too
you
easy.
could possibly object to me interviewing him.
Well, vital. Yes, no, of course. Go ahead.
These ones are warm and squishy because I've got them in the scuba room. Squishy dog bits.
You.
Box specialty.
Haven't you made my day bad enough? Get out.
The police received an anonymous tip. Someone saw you entering Professor Jacob Haring's house. They have photos. You're in trouble.
I didn't even touch the old fool. This whole business was a setup from the beginning.
You broke into the house at the exact time Jacob Haring had his safe open and his collection of blackmail materials out. Perfect timing to steal the lot.
Ah, that's circumstantial at best.
Alas, the professor turned out to be less feeble than you expected. He pulled a saber from the wall and nearly took your head off. But lo, the vigor evaporated, and all at once he fell to the floor, grasping his chest as if his heart itself had given up.
That's exactly what happened. And that's why I'll be out of this reeking cell by morning, once the coroner has done his business.
Unlikely. You claim somebody set you up. If so, they will ensure that you're hanged. We both want to know who is truly behind this, so tell me the whole story. It may yet save your life.
Oh, blast. All right. What do you want to know?
It's called Mind Blocks, and from what I can see, the person that made it is completely fully remade it for free, of course. There. Play Mind Blocks, I think it was a fan game of Terraria and Minecraft mixed into one. Explains why I've never heard of it, then.
Haring's blackmail collection was hardly public knowledge. It stands to reason that whoever informed you of his existence must be who set you up.
Yes, obviously. But I've never seen his face, nor do I know his name. I received a note at El Palazzo de Lusso that gave me the address of Jacob Haring. It was signed with one letter, M.
I cannot believe such an established gang leader would personally engage in burglary simply because he received a letter.
It was not just a letter. I received something else with the note. A file. On me. And a bloody detailed one at that. I'm not sure if it was from Haring's own collection, but it contained things that could bury me and the entire damn Robbins. I burned the file in a heartbeat, but the note warned of others like it in Haring's safe. I needed to retrieve them, and got lucky.
Lucky? Why?
The note said that by being there at a very precise time, I'd find that safe opened. And it was right.
It's linking to another of the Sherlock cases. The Benedict Cumberbatch one, where they go after this guy who has files on and blackmail on every important person in the world. And when Sherlock gets there, he finds where they are. I was wondering about that, but yeah, now I know.
So you broke into Professor Haring's study and stole the blackmail materials. What did you do with them?
Do you like jokes?
My humour tends toward the dry and bitter.
Then you will love this one. As I fled Haring's place with the documents, a pickpocket snatched the folder from me on the street. I was played from the beginning. Beaten at my own game. They made a joke of me and the Robbins. And now I await the gallows. Ha! Ha ha ha!
Oh, you're right. It was a good joke. But now things begin to make sense.
You're right, it was a good joke.
Fear not, Joe. I will prove you didn't kill Professor Haring.
What? Then you better do it fast.
Per his schedule, Professor Haring had tea with a guest not long before you arrived. The tea in Haring's teapot was dosed with digitalis. A large dose of such a drug, coupled with physical exertion, can cause cardiac arrest.
So if the old man hadn't attacked me...
He may have lived, yes. But it wasn't you who killed him. The real murderer is the one that poisoned the professor and set you up. I'll make sure the police know it.
Yeah, you may save my bacon.
Oh, I wouldn't sing a victory song just yet. I believe they're preparing for a conversation with you on many subjects, like the Robbins.
I can handle those fools. I thought you were the copper's pet. But you have character those bloodthirsty mongrels lack. I respect that.
Make no mistake, Joe, we are not friends. Should we meet again under different circumstances, well, you know my character.
So that's Clockwork Extortion done, but we now have M for mystery. Who is M? This has all become rather interesting. Lucky Joe is locked up. The black materials had been stolen by Tom Else. I couldn't retrieve them for the United Kingdom intelligence. I've got Joe's letter from an M who seems to be behind the theft of Haring's document. Lucky Joe said that he was contacted by M at the Il Palazzo de Lusso Hotel. So it looks like go to the Palazzo Hotel where it all began and go to room 227. Mystery. Shin, hello and welcome. You have come.
Lucky Joe is just behind this door, waiting for you.
Looks like those little birdies won't sing for a while, Sherry.
Q's response, congratulations.
Would you like to report a crime?
Yeah. The crime is your face. Thank you, Q, for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge. Can be frustrated, kinda. Sorry to hear that, Shun. I'll go, lazy lot. No problem at all, Mock. Thanks for coming in as long as you did, and I'll see you later. Okay, so where's there a place to loot so? I'm thinking, what for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge? We're now at 75% complete. That has not been going long. It hasn't. It's been going for a week. It's been going for a week, and there's been a few days where I haven't streamed. People really like it when I do my VTuber stuff. Oh, of course, because they don't have to look at my face.
Stolen painting returned. An unexpected twist. As the paint... Interested in some Cordona news?
Oh, Jesus.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Consequences. Hopkins hopped to it, and an expedition to the Arctic that arrived in London from supplies hit an unexpected snag when a member of the project was arrested on suspicion of industrial espionage. The operation was the result of an investigation by one of Scotland Yard's brightest new additions, Inspector Hopkins. Below, the young hero gives an exclusive interview about how he cracked the case. Stolen painting returned. Things looked dire for good owners needy when a precious painting was stolen from Sir Finley's Lane Gallery during an auction to raise money for homeless children. As the main lot organisers had pinned their hopes of building a shelter for the needy on valuable artwork. When it went missing, the fundraiser was halted, but in an unexpected twist, the painting was today returned to Sir Lane's home. Why it was taken remains unknown, but to whoever is responsible for its return, a grateful city says thank you. Our iron sickly children will be blessed with a roof over their heads for another year. Suicide claims another. Shocking scenes at the Rolling Bricks Bridge today as a young man leapt to his death in broad daylight. Witnesses reports that the man was running as if hell itself was chasing him. With police refusing to discuss the matter, many questions remain. Was he mad or being pursued by something truly terrifying? As the officers continue to investigate, we encourage any with knowledge of this tragic event to come forward. Slave trade trounced. One might believe Cordona's unseemly slave trade days were behind us, but recent events have shone a light on a scandalous truth. It never went away. The investigative efforts of upstanding citizen Mr. Sherlock Holmes resulted in the discovery of slaves imprisoned in an abandoned railway depot. Under considerable pressure, the authorities have now intervened with captives freed, families reunited, and the malefactors arrested. And yet one question remains. How could slave traders operate on Cordona for years without being detected by the police? The Chronicle shall be campaigning for the immediate investigation of the neglect of duty or corruption. Robin's finally put in cage. In one fell swoop, the entirety of the Robbins gang were today arrested, including infamous leader Lucky Joe. The hoodlums have been charged with multiple cases of blackmail, robbery, illegal bookmaking, and murder. The police raid revealed a vast collection of incriminating materials that the gang used to extort the rich and powerful. Due to sensitive to these documents, the defendants will face trial in a closed court with the blackmail materials subsequently destroyed. Archivists packed away. The Cordona archive has become a nest of grave robbers, and one ended up entombed in the very crypt she stole from. This disgraceful crime was uncovered with the help of Mr. Sherlock Holmes, whose continued investigative success must be the cause of some red faces in the police department. His inquiry into a spate of recent 70th deaths led to Ursula Oney, the chief archivist, who had been recently disappeared. Few would have guessed that Oney had been killed by her accomplice, Morale Levy, with whom she had been stealing jewelry from the dead. Mrs. Levy had been arrested and awaited decisions from the judge. Cordona's judicial system favours capital punishment for murder trials, so perhaps he should hope the court misplaces her file. As life goes on, my brain eventually stops screaming. Also, Bongo, nothing more than this is Bongo. Well, I do have Bongo Dragon here. There is Bongo Dragon. Right, so we go to the Palazzo de Luzzo. Right back to the very beginning of the game. Pretty sure that, yeah, this is intentional. Very sure this is an intentional thing. Full circle, all that kind of thing. Oh, I'm ran up the wrong way. fitting that the last case of the last DLC takes us right back to where the whole game began. See what you're doing there, Frogwares. I appreciate it. So we'll do this, and then we'll go and finish the game. The main storyline, anyway. I really hope Callie's here and she hasn't fallen asleep. I really, really hope that she has not fallen asleep. And she's just, you know, quietly watching.
Oh, is that you, Mr. Holmes? Please, come in. Now that the police have finished their investigation, Il Palazzo del Lusso has finally reopened.
DM her. Won't make a difference. If she's watching and she's got me on in the living room, then my voice will do more to wake her up than the DM would.
How can I help you, sir?
Good day. I'm looking for room 227. An acquaintance of mine has invited me to visit him.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, what a delight to see you again. Professor Malice told me he was expecting someone, but I didn't know it would be you. 227 is upstairs and to the left. He said you should spare him the trouble and let yourself in. Here's the key. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
Professor Malice. Yes. Yes, of course. Well, I'd best not keep him waiting, thank you.
Malice?
Sherry, this feels awfully like someone has set a mousetrap and we're walking right into it.
I have it under control, John.
BS key. Here's the 1880s.
Really, Sherry? I don't like this. Please.
See? Neither a trapdoor nor a self-firing gun. Nelson's Monument in Trafalgar Square, London. I am watching you.
The hairs on my neck just stood up.
Letter to M from Sherlock. Dear Mr. Holmes, I must apologise for not being there to greet you. I waited for quite some time, but perhaps I overestimated your abilities. Alas, I have urgent matters to attend to overseas and can delay my departure no longer. As such, I'm afraid I simply do not have the time to pack up all my things. Perhaps you can take a good look around for me and see if there's anything of note. I'd be in your debt, and I'm already thinking about how to repay you. Must run, M.
What did it say, Sherry?
That I failed, John. He's gone, tore through Cordona like a hurricane and left us to sift through the wreckage.
Did he teleport to that room? He's literally outside the bottom of the stairs. He's imaginary. John is an imaginary figure created by Sherlock's trauma.
Extensive handwritten notes on Sirius B. It appears M was studying up. A dossier on General Garnet Wolseley, but now empty. I recognize this seal from Jacob Herring's mail. He left behind only what he wanted us to find. Infuriating.
No lip marks, dry inside.
Clean champagne flute. The champagne bottle is uncorked, yet still chilled and bubbly. The gall of this man.
Someone's celebrating a victory, and I'm not sure it's us.
The first move has been made.
The game is afoot. Play Twitch downloaded a video to edit your back out. It did download the correct unwatchable version. Try downloading it again. Might be you might just need to do that. Or there is a possibility if you're using Windows Media or Windows Photos and Videos to edit, it saves a copy of what's being edited into your documents/videos file. You may need to go... No, not documents, sorry, pictures. Pictures. In your pictures, there should be a videos folder. In there will be a copy of every single video that you've edited. You might want to clear that out, because sometimes it will say, you know, it's unwatchable, but it's just there's no room to actually edit it.
Anglo-Egyptian war looms. M is celebrating and wants us to know it. Mycroft's agent. So M did orchestrate her accident with unimaginable precision. Jacob Haring, just a pawn in a complex chess match. A marked map of Cordona. We've visited most of these locations recently. The position of naval forces in the Mediterranean. This M has his sights set on bigger things. All these thefts, exactions, and deaths are the intricately entwined pieces of a greater plan, and we fail to influence it in the slightest. A family photo of the man who jumped off the bridge. Pity.
British pressure points. What would happen if I pushed yours?
Everybody has pressure points. What would happen if I pushed yours?
Ooh. Wellington family dossier. Daniel Wellington was a wealthy nobleman that arrived on Cordona at the very beginning of the silver rush into 1818. He found all his money into mining and earned himself a fortune in return. Daniel had 4 sons, all infamous for their spoiled behaviour and ability to pay their way out of any crime, including bludgeoning a man near to death and setting a bar on fire. Daniel Wellington died in 1859 at the age of 67, and his inheritance passed to his eldest son, Tom. Tom Wellington was not nearly as smart as business as his father. Every new financial investment failed, but with the mining business still profitable, the family were insulated until in 1862 the mines were exhausted. Some say the Wellington family went into bankruptcy in 1866, but the true collapse happened early in 1863, when Tom Wellington committed suicide. His wife and 7-year-old son Reginald were left with the debt, and his unsympathetic brothers offered no respite. The miners demanded payment, vandalising the Wellington mansion and threatening worse. The family sold their estate to pay off the debts. They had disappeared, but even now the family has a lot of enemies on the island.
How many more dossiers like this does M possess?
He gets a random quote and gets vaginal healing.
Mysteries of Sirius B by Jacob Haring. Used, then discarded. Like everyone in his path. These people were not colleagues or co-conspirators, they were just implements M used to get what he wanted.
We're too late, Sherry. M set this all up for us, knowing by the time we found it, he would already have left Cordona.
No, there must be something I've missed. We can still catch him.
There's nothing else here. It's over. You read his letter. He laid out this makeshift museum to taunt you. Don't give him the satisfaction.
I will not cede defeat. I will treat this threat with the seriousness it deserves, which is to say, my absolute attention.
Then you were giving him the win, Sherlock. Have you considered you might be out of your depth? He was sitting here in this very room, spinning his web around Cordona and beyond. Manipulating and murdering people, using the Mediterranean as his playground like some sodding Napoleon of crime.
Are you trying to suggest?
I am not suggesting. I am stating outright that he is toying with you and you are too arrogant to avoid the bait. Sherlock, we stumbled into the lion's den. Now we must slow down, be smart, and make sure we get to walk out alive.
When a fly gets caught in a spider's web, it twitches. But the more it does so, the more it traps itself. You are twitching too much, John. Do not mistake my rage for recklessness. Do not mistake disappointment for desperation. The spider does not yet know what it caught.
He knows full well. The man makes no mistakes, Sherlock.
Incorrect. He just made one. He caught my attention.
That's what I'm saying. You are behaving exactly how I'd expect. He wants you to come after him. He knows you can't resist the game. You need to face the facts. You lost. You were outwitted and he got away. Don't fall for it again. The smartest thing we can do now is lick our wounds and tell Mycroft everything.
Mycroft, now you really are being hysterical.
Look around you, Sherlock. He's stealing secrets from the Crown, toying with navies, fomenting war. You cannot catch him alone. We will need all your brother's connections to stop this madman before he does worse.
M thinks he can anticipate my decisions, and for now I shall let him believe it. But fear not, John. When opportunity strikes, so will I.
This is not about you and your ego, Sherlock. There are other lives at risk.
I am well aware, John, but Mycroft is not the answer. For the Crown, criminals like M are just as easily seen as assets or allies should their crimes align with one's political agenda. I will not involve my brother and risk this man walking free. I cannot allow it.
You're fooling yourself, Sherlock. You think M doesn't have a folder on you and Mycroft? He's counting on you two not cooperating. It's obvious.
I am simply ensuring that when M and I cross paths again, it will be on my terms, neither his nor Mycroft's. That is how I will win.
This is a mistake, and one day you'll pay for it. But I know you too well to argue any longer. M is gone. For now, best to focus on the reason we came to Cordona in the first place.
On that matter, you are probably right. But John, I need you on my side.
I am on your side, Sherry. To make sure you don't get yourself killed.
I appreciate it. Shall we?
That was an incredible bit of voice acting. I believe that is... yeah. That is everything. That is all everything done in the game. However, I've just thought of something. So, wish my hallucinations took care of me. No, right? So this is what we're going for. This is the last bit of the last story case in the game. So we are now going on our way to finish the game. However, I have just realised that if I'm going to do the YouTube video where I go and collect the coins, I'm going to need a separate save file so that I can reload this, and because I've got a very strong feeling that with the way this game's done, with the narrative of John existing, I'm very certain he's going to go away when I finish the game, and there's not going to be any cleanup afterwards. It's just the game's going to end. So this is essentially where my go ahead and do everything else save file is. However, I've done everything apart from those coins, which, I will need the separate save file to go and do them on the YouTube video. I'd have hallucinations, but I wish the voices were just as caring. Yeah, no, that one. Now, this is the one that John did not want us doing. So, just for the sake of, seriousness for a moment, we're going to have John in his normal attire.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to go through. There is no coming back from this. Please.
I have to finish this.
John, my animum, my brother, there is nothing more important in this moment than this truth. I know you fear for me, but my path was set long ago. I can no more step off it than I can ask the avalanche to roll back uphill.
Just... please be careful, Sherry. I love you.
Quite. Come on. We'll go together.
If it ends right there, I'll be annoyed. Okay, it wasn't. I would have been so pissed off. Daughter Gardens finally opened and answers all my questions. Await.
Why didn't I remember we had such a big garden?
Maybe you forgot it for your own good.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the descendant of a tree your father planted in London, correct?
Indeed, we planted the sprout here, and for a while it grew happily.
Yay.
Alas, it seems without us here to care for it, it didn't survive.
She gets around quotes. Yeah, no need to choke on vagina. That's from Final Fantasy 9. A vagina quote came up and I laughed so hard I was coughing and choking.
Ah, yes. The statue of Merope. My mother was trying to restore it. Pity she never had the opportunity to finish.
There's anything down this bit. Just to check. Just to be certain. Yeah, everything's fine now. Pretty rotted in the wood. That did look a little like there was blood all over that play horse. There's someone sitting at the piano. And it ain't John, because John's there. That's mildly worrying.
Is that the raft we made together, John?
Looks more like a pile of rotten planks now.
Because it is. Ghost. Go into the water.
Come here, Sherry. Hurry!
Okay, no noises. Yeah, I think it's because I accidentally pressed it too much. I am here, John. It's in bromide.
These must help calm her down.
New mind palace.
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
Oh, something's not right with John. Look at me, like he could get the salt. Oh, thank you, Scoo, for the stretch redeem. Oh. Dr. Brits, my mum with unconditional unconventional drugs and treatment. Every dose had a risk of side effect. My mother used it frequently, so her body must have been would be a danger to her. I'm allowed to have an allergic reaction to medication and she's suffocated. No. Allergic reaction to that's complicated. Really though?
What are you thinking about? Is everything all right?
She's in the gazebo. Voice change, right?
No, Mother, wait.
We're gonna run, but doesn't, yeah.
I remember this artifact from Mother's collection. Mother's work journal. I liked poring over the detailed pages and reading about my parents' collection.
Here it is. We'll just borrow it for a while.
Did you hear that? Someone's coming. Let's take a peek.
You call this progress? Charlotte, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
Any result is progress, even if it is a worsening of her condition. It informs my...
No. I have made my decision. She must be sent to a legitimate medical facility. I will not let her hurt Sherlock.
What? Master Holmes, you do not understand.
That will be all. I expect you to have left the house by week's end.
Sherry, say something. Can you hear me? You're scaring me.
Sherlock, I'm here. Come closer. I'm waiting for you.
Now she's talking to us.
Sherry, come here, darling.
She says
Sherlock,
Seri as well.
I'm here. Come closer.
Just like John does.
Coming,
I'm like,
Mother. This was from my mother, wasn't it? I remember how we came to the garden for a breath of fresh air.
Take me to my flowers, Sherry. They must already be in bloom.
As you wish, Mum. I bet you missed the fresh air, didn't you?
Terribly. The sun is far brighter than I remember. But I like it.
We can walk each day from now on, if you want.
That would be wonderful.
Just behind the white coat.
Just look at them. The stars of the earth. Even the sky must be jealous of their beauty.
Indeed.
Oh no. Oh no.
Mother, would you like to go around the water?
That would be perfect.
I
always
think...
wanted such a nice pond in London. It looks so peaceful.
Mycroft knew you would like it.
Oh no. Oh no.
We should put some fish in it, don't you think?
How about some carp?
That's a nice idea.
Oh no. Oh no. Do not like, do not like. I think I know where this is going. Do not like.
Let's visit your father's tree. It grows so fast, just like you.
We could even build a tree house in it.
Yes, Sherry.
What story I know?
Speaking of your father, could you call him out, please?
Mom! I'm sorry. He passed away. He's gone.
No, he's not.
I'm telling the truth. Did you forget again?
No! Don't you dare say such things! You are a liar like all the others!
Mother! Don't call me that. You aren't fooling me. No! Mum, it hurts! My son would never lie.
Yeah.
Mum, stop!
We're about to find out why Sherlock's afraid of water.
Please stop! It's me, Sherlock! You are not my Sherry! Give me my son back or I'll stab you!
My mother tried to kill me. Mother tried to drown me in the pond at Stonewood Manor. After Mycroft caught Otto Richter, he blamed him for our mother's death. Callie, you have been here! Looks like it's schizophrenia with delusion aspects. John and I are responsible when Mother died from an allergic reaction after we gave her sedatives with her morning tea. Otto Richter tried to save her, yet Mycroft deliberately blamed her for his death, despite John and I being responsible. So John is the killer. I killed my mother without knowing it. The idea to give her sedatives came from John, which means I can't trust my own mind. To heal myself, I must get rid of John. Mycroft hid the truth to protect me. Or I killed my mother. I'm responsible for my mother's death. It was my idea to give her medication, which caused the allergic reaction that killed her. It's my guilt. Mycroft hid the truth to protect me. Silent much talking. That's like that been. So what's it? Let's see what happens if I change these bits, because this is the key thing. Someone drowned my mother either by accident or on purpose, and the conclusion there is Otto Richter is responsible. My mother Violet was drowned by Otto Richter. Mycroft accused him of murder, but it's unclear if Otto killed her deliberately. Otto killed my mother to end her suffering and save my life. Mycroft hid the truth to protect me and was correct in accusing Otto of impropriety. Or it's an accident. Otto killed my mother trying to save me. The drowning was an accident. He desperately tried to kill me to save her. Mycroft hid the truth to protect me and wrongly accused Otto. Because she was lucid with even with the sedatives. Oh God. I actually don't know. So it's either the clue is either like he said that they were experimental treatments. He said that. He said that there were risks of side effects. He said it was all experimental. Which means she didn't drown. But the thing is, if I say John is the killer, then that is Sherlock shifting responsibility and blame onto John, who is just his imaginary friend, and a trauma response. But if we say that Sherlock killed his mother because it was in fact his decision to give the sedatives to her. Because that's the only thing that could have happened. But if it was oh God, if it was an allergic reaction, how did Sherlock get out of the water? That's a key thing. How does Sherlock get out of the water and stop from drowning if it was an allergic reaction? Because otherwise, he went into unconsciousness. Sherlock went unconscious from being, being close to being drowned. And if she had simply let go of him, he would have either still been partly in the pond or still been submerged and, died. If Otto pulled her off of him, he would have also pulled him out of the pond whilst he also was, seeing to her. Yeah, I'm going to say it was the increased tolerance and she drowned. Which means Otto's responsible. But it was an accident. I'm not going to say it wasn't deliberate. Yes, his experiments weren't in her best interest. He was using her, partially trying to treat her, and also furthering, his own medical research field. So it was unethical what he was doing, but he was not trying to kill her. If he was trying to kill her, he would have more definite ways of doing so, rather than setting things up the way that they were. I think it was an accident. So so him basically taking her off of me and then trying to get me to stop me from drowning, she fell into the water, at which point she drowned. He tried to save her life. Mycroft thought that was, the final thing. That's what I think. I think he did it, but it was an accident. That's my thing. This is your final decision. Are you sure about your choice? You will not be able to change it after confirmation. Confirm.
Sherlock, can you hear me? Come on, wake up.
Get off me.
Sherry.
You knew, and more than that, you hid it from me.
You couldn't bear the truth, Sherlock, so I shouldered it for you. I took your pain, your horror.
Otto Richter murdered my mother, and Mycroft covered it up. Whisked me away from this place, buried me in schoolwork, and left the past to rot.
And you needed a way to cope, so I helped.
Trauma response.
You were a lie, John. A fiction. A crutch.
No, I was a friend.
What you wanted to be.
Sherlock.
Here comes Mycroft.
Please.
And I will say again.
What?
Are you okay?
Mycroft's voice actor is amazing.
I told you not to come, Sherlock. Where is he?
Who?
Your friend, John.
He's beside you.
Was all this worth it? Is he worth it?
Why is he here?
I think, in his own way, he was trying to protect me.
John's going weird.
The truth I couldn't bear. But now I must face it.
That was not the game glitching.
Sherlock, what are you doing?
You kept me in the dark and kept your actions quiet. You enabled Richter and his untested quackery for far too long. And worse, you wanted to lock up our mother.
I wanted to give you a chance at normalcy, childhood. There was no changing what happened, no good to come of dwelling in the past.
It was lies upon lies. Otto Richter was trying to save her, but you decided he deserved to take the fall. Is that justice?
The big picture, Sherlock. The big picture. Perhaps Richter was not responsible for her fit of rage, but his treatment led inexorably to that moment. You were so fragile. I could not... I just couldn't. I chose us over him.
You know, for For once, I believe you. Perhaps now that the truth is out, I can...
Sherlock's got his gun in his hand, yet it's still in his holster as well.
leave it all in the past.
Good. You have your whole life ahead of you, Sherlock. It is time you got on with it.
I was worried there for a minute, Sherry. Really worried. I didn't want to hurt you. What's so funny?
I am talking to myself, John. I think I was hurt regardless.
But we made a good team, eh? Explored every inch of this place together. Helped a lot of people. Terrorized a few too, I suppose. I think I may go so far as to say, Sherry, that I have not lived wholly in vain.
So that's it. It's over.
You've opened every door, Sherry. Faced the past you locked away. You don't need me anymore.
I know. I will miss you all the same. I don't want you to go.
Yes, you do.
Goodbye, John. Why are you here?
Closure, I suppose. And to help a friend.
You and I are not friends. In a race between the thawing of the ice caps and our friendship, I would buy both.
Ha! Is that right?
I can see it now. I know what you did.
What did I do?
You needled me. From the moment we met, you were searching for weakness. You pushed me to pursue the truth about my mother. You questioned everything I did, everything I believed, to break me. To blur truth and fiction, reality, morality. A saboteur in silk. Was it vengeance, Werner? Or do you prefer Klaus?
Excuse me?
You are Klaus Richter, Otto's younger brother. Do you hold me responsible for his end?
Ha! There was no love lost between me and my brother. I am sure you can relate. Otto was merely the gravity that pulled me into your orbit. Or you into mine. Once I met you, I could not keep away.
Why? What reason do you have for all this?
To help you.
You're lying.
To show you that you were wrong.
More lies. I know you now, Werner. Try again.
To see what had happened. Or is that yet another untruth? Does it matter? Take your pick. Who cares? You're my masterpiece. I turned Sisyphus into Ozymandias. You could not see the futility of your quest until I helped you to let go of the rock. And now, nothing beside remains.
I remain. Despite you and to spite you.
It is a matter of will and power now. Will you overcome this, or shall you decay? Oh, on that note, I brought you something.
I want nothing more from you.
When one wants for nothing, Sherlock, the best thing to get them is something personal. So, here you are. Now, please excuse me, but the gallery calls. I'm already conceiving my next project. You really are beautiful.
My brother returned to London soon after our disagreement. He enrolled at Cambridge University, but attends only the rare classes that hold his interest. I hear he took employment at a hospital laboratory, obsessing over his experiments. I suppose he seeks solace in the empirical truth of a chemical test. I am afraid for him. His evenings are spent alone, solving citizens' menial mysteries to pass the time. And I suspect he is growing paranoid. One of my agent's vehicles recently ignited during a surveillance operation. She was lucky to get out alive. There is only one man who could orchestrate such a feat. Or perhaps two. I saved my brother. He will never forgive me.
I found it!
And what is that?
John. It's John Watson.
How far, bruises may be produced after death. How are you? You have been in Afghanistan, I perceive.
How on earth did you know that?
Never mind. The question now is about bruising. No doubt you see the significance of this discovery of mine.
It is interesting, no doubt, but practically...
Why, it is the most practical medico-legal discovery for years. Had we these data sooner, hundreds of men would have paid the penalty for their crimes. Cases oft hinge upon how a man died. Now, we can know which wounds he suffered alive, which occurred post-mortem, and what instrument was responsible. And ergo, one will soon be able to calculate with utmost precision when and where death occurred, sparing the innocent and damning the guilty.
Well, then you are to be congratulated.
Indeed. But, you came here on business.
Correct again. I am looking for someone with whom to take diggings, and heard you were complaining that you could get no one to go halves with you.
I have my eye on a suite in Baker Street, which would suit us down to the ground. You don't mind the smell of strong tobacco, I hope?
I smoke ships myself.
That's good enough. I get in the dumps at times, and don't open my mouth for days on end. Just let me alone, and I'll soon be right. What have you to confess now? It's best for two fellows to know what bruises each other carries before they begin to live together. My last companion and I...
Well, I object to rows because my nerves are shaken. And I get up at all sorts of ungodly hours. And I am extremely lazy. I have another set of vices when I'm well. But those are the principal ones at present.
Do you include violin playing in your category for rouse?
It depends on the player. A well-played violin is a treat for the gods. A badly played one.
Oh, no, that's all right. I think we may consider the thing as settled. Oh, forgive my manners. My attention wavers. Sherlock Holmes.
Dr. John Watson.
John.
I knew there had to be a reason that they called the hallucination John. I knew it. And there we have it. There we go. That is Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. So let's catch up on some things, talk a bit about this whilst the nice music and the things are playing. We can watch this. Depending on why I wasn't downloading, it hadn't have room because I forgot to start Portal 2 and other games from my year one stream was still installed. Yeah, same thing, mate. John wants to go to his home lab. Sad. What happens if you chose otherwise? It was a bullwhip slowly running up, and it was Stevenson, I think it was, interest them. That hit my heart. Yeah. So, there is something that I have had in my mind throughout most of the time I've been playing this. And that ending confirms it. It does not matter in any of the cases what what comes out of the case does not matter. It will still be perceived as the correct choice, and you will never be told you have failed a case, because you have followed the evidence and you have gotten to where you believe the evidence has taken you. You have been Sherlock in his formative years. And those endings, I believe each one of those 4 decisions generates a different ending. And that is how the Mind Palace works in this game, is that all the conclusions, it is your decision to make, and it is your morality and your own deduction that decides which one you think is the correct choice to make. That's why there has never been anything like, yo, you finished this case with a successful result, you successfully solved these cases, achievement-wise or stats-wise or anything like that. It has just been, you solved the case. And it shows that the things you do, like I said in a few streams ago with this, like each of the conversation chunks is done in interchangeable chunks depending on what you've done to activate them, which is why you suddenly get those small blackout things before a conversation thing happens. So this game is basically written in the fact that it will make perfect sense and have all the right outcomes depending on what you choose and how you choose to go about it. There is no wrong way to do this game. It is all written with the fact that no matter what you choose, you will get an outcome and an ending that will make sense depending on what you've done and the deductions you have followed yourself to get there. Which is proof that Frogwares know how to write incredibly well. And that entire game was written and delivered so amazingly well. And this is why every single time I can, I do recommend people go and play Frogwares games. Because yes, their older games aren't quite as good and have a lot more jankiness, a lot more errors in them, and a lot more inconsistencies. But their writing is always superb. They know what they're doing when it comes to writing and telling a story. And building it together and creating something like this. I have enjoyed this game from beginning to end incredibly. Apart from that one point where you had to dress a certain way and talk to a certain person, you know, appearance-wise, and it can be random. What I've found since then is you just basically need to identify what sort of people in the grouping you need to dress for, and you need to ask someone who fits that description as well. That is what that is, and that is what I missed when first doing it. But that has been amazing. All the cases that were involved in it, all the DLC, all the side quests, everything. That was amazing. And okay, we're back at the top screen, so I can go full screen now. Yeah. But yeah. That was amazing. I absolutely adored that. Sanford, not Stevenson. Love you, time for me to sleep. So I am now going to plan on doing 2 YouTube videos on this. I want to do one of doing the hunt for the coins, which I can now do because I can go back to, and do that quest for Mycroft. I will record that throughout that and see how that ends. See if there's anything from that. I also want to see if the other 3 deductions from the end of the case produce different endings, and I want to see what those endings are in their entirety, and I want to share them all with you. So I'm going to do a YouTube video on doing both of those. I also personally need to go back from the very beginning and get the last of the trophies. Excuse me, because there are 8 trophies I missed in that, and it's all to do with doing certain things within certain cases, so I can't go back and do them on my save file. I have to start the game from the beginning and do those certain quests. It's going to be annoying, but for the platinum, I've done a lot worse and a lot more tedious. so I don't mind. There'll be time for me to sleep. No problem at all, Callie. Thank you very much for coming in and for holding on, because I know this has gotten a bit late for you. And see you later, my love. I'll speak to you soon. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening with the YouTube side of things for this. So there will be 2 probably videos left on this, and they will be videos, not streams. And then that will be the end of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 of my content. But this is the end of where I'm going to be streaming the game. In its place, I am very much thinking we play another game that is like this. So I have a game that I've been wanting to play, that I've owned for a little bit now, that makes me think of, it's a cross between this and also Detroit Become Human, which is going to be Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song. And I am very much interested and eager to see that. So I'm going to leave it as a choice to viewers. I will put a poll up on Discord tomorrow, whether you're happy for me to go forward with Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song, or you would like to see something different. And we will go from there. We'll see what happens with that. I want to play so bad. I know, Stu, and I'm very sorry, because didn't you get the PlayStation version for that, and now you're unable to play it because of what's happened? Or did you get the PC version? I just got an error message saying that Genshin can't install. It's already installed. Oh, it's because there's an update. Version 3, that's why. Oh, you have it on Switch. Oh. Which wasn't released yet. Oh, right. Hmm. I think we can work something out with that. There is I have an idea. I have a possibility with that. We can work something out with that. But yeah. Which just said that the community challenge is 75% complete again. I don't know if someone has donated and it's not shown up in chat. If that is the case, thank you very much, whoever's donated, for your contribution to the VTuber Stream Challenge. If not, it's Twitch being Twitch. But yeah, so that is where I'm going to be ending things for tonight. Thank you all very much for coming along tonight and for the entirety of the stream and all the series. If you have missed any of the as I sell a bunch of comms, I've exceeded my game budget by 1 year and 5 months. Oh shit. That said, Scoo, I know someone who wants a bongo gif. I know someone who wants a bongo gif from you. That's you. Oh, thank you very much, E, for your contribution. Oh, Sharky, you're still here. Have a good one. It was good listening. I'm glad you enjoyed, Sharky. So, Sharky, Scoo in the chat there, those two. Scoo is the one who did the bongo. Okay. Scoo, Sharky is interested in, at some point, getting a bongo shark emote. At some point. I will pay for it if need be, because it's only $15. And I get paid very soon. And yet, yes, I've seen you've also done one for Vesp as well. And they've all turned out brilliantly. But yeah, so we'll organise that to get them going as well. As for me, next stream for me is going to be tomorrow at 1 AM BST, where we're going back to Bioshock 2 on hard mode. And I don't actually recall, I think we're like 2/3 of the way through. We're getting close to 2/3 of the way through. Made a few. Nice. Yeah. We will see what happens with regards to this stream slot, whether it gets filled with Swan Song or if we go for something else entirely. But yeah, so thank you all very much for your coming along and for your support. If you have missed any of the stream series, it is up there on my YouTube. The full series of it is there from beginning to, well, there will be the end of this, and then there will be the other endings one and the coin collection ones. They'll be put up on there when they get made and encoded and uploaded. But yeah, Thank you for all of your support and for all of your contributions, however you've chosen to show them. Special shout out goes to Scoo for the 2 dog bits. Thank you very much for that. Always appreciated. Jace, hello and welcome. Thank you very much for your contribution to the YouTuber stream challenge. I really hope that you've not just come in, Jace. I really hope that you've been here the entire time, or at least a chunk of the time. Because otherwise, oof. Big oof. Biggest oof. And we are 1,600. Oh, God, no, someone else donated. We are 9,994 points away from finishing the challenge. And thank you, Scoo, for your contribution to the YouTuber Stream Challenge. It was lurking good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad that you saw that, because, you know, coming in now... it's like, yes, Jace, hello and welcome, right at the very fucking end. But yeah. So, thank you all very much for coming along, for all your support. It's all greatly appreciated. I hope you've had as much fun as I have with this game. I absolutely love this beginning to end. I will take great pleasure in getting the platinum for it. And I will also have a look at doing the final Mycroft quest, which just seemed tedious to do on stream. And I'm glad I didn't do it, because we've overrun anyway just doing the ending. And I will also look into doing the alternate endings as well. I will probably make sure to just see that there is alternate endings, because it seems like there would be. It does seem like there would be. But yeah. So until next time, thank you all very much for coming along, for all your support, and have yourselves a good rest of your night, a good evening, a good day, a good morning, or a good afternoon. Whatever the time is for you. Until then, though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you later. Bye!